This is JP with Political Pop Culture, and this is my take. Over the last few years, we have witnessed Nancy Pelosi getting more and more deranged, more and more outraged, because she has to put up with what she refers to as the antics of President Donald Trump.
America, thank you very much.
What a typical elitist attitude. It's okay for her to be disrespectful. It's okay for her to tear up the State of the Union speech behind the back of the president who just delivered the speech. But his antics are too much. Now, in an interview with Leslie Stahl of 60 Minutes, Nancy Pelosi has gone so far as to accuse President Trump of inciting insurrection. The problem is, President Trump didn't instigate an insurrection. He didn't incite violence. But even if he had, it would be, frankly, out of character for Nancy Pelosi to call him out on it. I mean, remember this?
Before I end, that's my call to action here. Please don't just come here today and then go home. Go to the Hill today. Please, get up in the face of some Congress people.
Please get up in the face of some Congress people. That is sitting U.S. Senator Cory Booker saying those words. Where was Nancy Pelosi's outrage then? Where were Nancy Pelosi's calls to remove Cory Booker for inciting violence? Violence against his own colleagues. In case you were thinking about searching to see Nancy Pelosi's response to Cory Booker's calling for violence against members of Congress, I'll save you the trouble. She didn't. She didn't call him out. She didn't say a word.
You cannot be civil with a political party that wants to destroy what you stand for, what you care about. That's why I believe if we are fortunate enough to win back the House and/or the Senate, that's when civility can start again.
While not technically calling for anybody to act in a violent or aggressive manner, Hillary Clinton here is saying we're not going to be civil unless we win. This is hateful, divisive speech. Where was Nancy Pelosi then? I can tell you where she wasn't. She wasn't calling out Hillary Clinton. She also didn't call out Maxine Waters after Waters got up in front of a group of supporters and openly called for hostile action to be taken against members of Trump's cabinet.
Wherever we have to show up, and if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd, and you push back on them, and you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
Again, nothing from Nancy Pelosi. Why isn't Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House, censuring Maxine Waters for this kind of absolutely reprehensible behavior? Here, Maxine Waters is actually inciting violence. Now, I want to be clear about something. I am not pointing out bad behavior to justify bad behavior on another side. I am pointing out actual cases of members of Nancy Pelosi's party inciting violence. Why is it so important that President Trump be removed from office for instigating insurrection? Yet none of these people were censured or even called out by the Speaker of the House for them actually inciting violence. I have yet to see a single incident of President Trump inciting violence. Instead, we're seeing President Trump being vilified and attacked while simultaneously being banned from social media, so he's unable to defend himself against the onslaught from Pelosi and the Democrats. Yeah, the attacks on Trump pretty much look like that. The fact of the matter is, the people on the left made up their mind about Donald Trump long before he took office. In fact, people like Maxine Waters were talking about impeachment by the time he was sworn into office. And that makes about as much sense as cat pajamas. Donald Trump is divisive, to be sure. Very few people are indifferent about him. Generally speaking, you either love him or you hate him. And here's the thing. Either one is fine. You have a right to believe in what Trump stands for or not. Just like you have a right to believe in what Joe Biden stands for. You know, if you have any idea what that may be. But using the power of the legislature to destroy a political opponent, an opponent whom you've already defeated at the ballot box, is petty. It's petty, it's immature, and frankly, it's ugly. Just like the behavior of Speaker Pelosi. Well, that's my take. If you're not indifferent, let me know your take in the comments below. You can also join the cult at Pol Pop Cult on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thanks for listening.